This is the plaintiff, Leslie Salka. She says she was parked on the street having Sunday dinner, then heard a loud thunk. Turns out the defendant backed into her car, denting it something awful. The immature woman has no car insurance, which is against the law. She's now out $310.59 and is suing for just that today. This is the defendant, Rebecca Brown. She says she paid for the woman's damages after she accidentally backed into her car. But now, the greedy woman is coming after her for a rental car. That's not fair. The plaintiff has insurance. The insurance company should rent a car for her if she chose to rent one. And she just wants this woman to leave her alone once and for all. She's accused of a rental car run around.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. Plaintiff says her Sunday dinner was ruined after the defendant backed into her parked car. And guess what? The defendant had no insurance. But the defendant says she already paid this greedy woman for the damage she caused, but she keeps trying to come after her for more. It's the case of cracking up over a backup crack-up.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
All right, Ms. Salka, what happened here?
Hi. Good morning. I was having dinner up in New Hampshire. I'm from Massachusetts. Having dinner at my sister's house, and
I couldn't tell. Go ahead. And you heard a thump.
And we went running out, and we saw Miss Brown's car moved up a little, but she had hit my car. My car was parked there, and we have dents to the car that needs to be repaired. They got repaired slowly, but I want my rental.
Okay, so how long was the car in the shop?
2 weeks.
Okay.
About 2 weeks.
And so the $310.59 that you're suing for represents the rental of a car to tide you during that 2 week period. All right, so when you say the damages to the car got paid for by whom?
Well, apparently, Miss Brown has set up a $20 a week or month payment plan to pay back my insurance company because she doesn't have insurance. The state of New Hampshire, I guess, says you don't need to have it.
Really? You don't need insurance in New Hampshire?
No, you don't.
Really?
Not right away. I was
not right away.
Well, I don't think you need it at all. But this happened a week before I got insurance.
Oh, yeah, it always does. Yeah, people can run out and get insurance after they get sued for damages they caused when they didn't have insurance. But the idea is you're not supposed to drive until you have the insurance, just in terms of wisdom, so you don't end up in this position. How old are you? You seem so young to me.
I'm 21.
Yes, you are so young. What was going on? How did the accident happen? Tell me about that.
I was working. I was a delivery driver for Papa John's in Nashua, and I was delivering. And I was just backing up to turn around to come back the way that I came because I don't know Nashua. I know Manchester because that's where I'm from. So I was just backing up. And
so you're making a U-turn in the middle of the street instead of just making a right turn, then a right turn, then a right turn? Like, in other words...
Well, I wasn't in the middle of the street.
Okay, well, where was her car?
On the side of the other street.
Okay, and then you hit her car, right? There's no debate about that.
Well, yeah, I know I did that.
No, right, that's what I'm asking you. There's no debate about that.
Yeah.
So why is it, tell me your defense then. She wants you to pay for the rental car she had to pay for, and your defense to that is what?
That I'm already paying for the damages, which is literally almost $3,000, and I don't make enough to just hand her over $300 at once. I have 2 kids I have to take care of, and I just moved and got an apartment and paying bills on my own and trying to make it all work. I can't just hand her $300 at once, especially where, the rental car was, on her. Nobody told her to go get a rental car either. I don't know. Just also, I'm pretty sure if you, her insurance company even said her car wasn't even in there 2 weeks.
Okay. The rental car bill says 14 days, and then the question is, how long did the repair take? So do you have any proof of how long the repair took? Because I need to link that up, Ms. Salka, and know that it took 14 days and not that you had a car you liked that you wanted to keep an extra amount of time.
No, they didn't give me anything. I thought I sent you everything that...
So I'm going to require you, Ms. Salka, to give me something from the folks at the repair shop of how long the repair took. And now let's you and I, Ms. Brown, talk about whether or not that's something you should pay or that's something on her because she decided to rent a car. The way court works is when the plaintiff sues the defendant, the plaintiff has the burden of proving by a preponderance of the evidence that you did two things. One, you hurt her by doing something wrong. And two, that something wrong cost her X. The first part is called liability. Are you liable? That's a slam dunk. You admit that you hit her car. The next part is damages, and that's the part you're disputing. You're saying, Judge, I'm already paying $3,000 for that car, and why should I have to do that? She could take a bus. But you're wrong, because what the law says is that any damages that she suffers that are approximately caused by your bad are her damages. So if she were to come here and say to me, I needed retail therapy. I went out and bought $1,000 worth of clothes. She has to pay for my clothes. That would not be a proximate cause of you hitting her car. But when she comes in here and says, hey, I'm out of car for 2 weeks, and I need to rent a car for 2 weeks, that would be a proximate cause. You see? What is she supposed to do, walk or take a bus because you hit her car? That's you damaging her. She has a right for you to pay for her rental if you were liable. So she is right. This is a covered expense. I am, however, going to require something from the auto body shop that says how long that car was in there. Assuming that it's the full 2 weeks, then I am ordering the defendant to pay you the $310.59. How long do you think you need to get me the evidence of how long the car was in repair?
Oh, 2 days.
All right, I'll give you a week, okay? That's my judgment. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
So the plaintiff will prevail if she can provide the judge or the court with the document that the judge has requested. We all got an education in insurance, why it's necessary, and how damages work from the judge in this case. Ms. Brown, you listened closely. Have you learned something?
Yeah, just have insurance when you drive.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like you're going to have to pay that $310 you're seeking if the documents can be provided by the plaintiff. All right, Ms. Saga, you sure you can provide that document to the judge?
I know I can. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Good enough. Okay, well, thank you very much. Congratulations. I know it's
Thank
preliminary,
you.
but I would assume you're going to prevail here. Okay, good enough. Take care. All right, Harvey, what are you thinking?
Doug, a little update here. The judge did determine that it took 2 weeks to fix the car, and as a result, the plaintiff got $310 and change for car rental. Now, the reason that the plaintiff got this money is that it is foreseeable that when somebody hits your car, you're going to have to take it in for repair. You need transportation to get to work in other places, and as a result, you're going to have to rent a car. So the rental cost should be part of the damages you suffer when you get smacked.
Marilyn, what's the worst injury you've suffered in the last 5 years or so, and whose fault was it?
Probably when I hurt my knee coming off the bench, and it was my fault because I missed a step. I was so taken by what the litigant was lying about and getting down to the chart and showing him how it couldn't have worked that way that I missed a step.
So that happened right here in the studio.
That happened here in the studio, and then and my knee was it blew up to like twice the size, and it was, I don't know how I didn't shatter bones, but I didn't, and we put ice on it right away, and we just had a little bit left of the case, and my producer said, do you want to call it a day? I'm like, no, I'm going back out there. And then the next day, when I was getting off the bench, all of a sudden I hear, because they're quite the pranksters here at the People's Court.
Right.
I hear like sirens. As soon as I'm getting off the bench, I hear sirens going, and my stage manager and my executive producer run out with hard hats like it's a construction site and these big foam padding so that nothing would happen. But that did hurt. That hurt a lot.
Well,
that hurt a lot.
Do you wear heels? Were you wearing heels?
Yeah, I was wearing heels, but
so
it
you're
wasn't
wearing heels, and then you got to step down.
But it wasn't the heels' fault. I missed a step.
Okay,
yeah.
And I bet when that happened, you thought to yourself, oh my God, well, they're never going to air this because, I mean, come on, I took a header right off the bench, right? And much to your surprise.
I don't care. The funny part is that when it did air, our oldest child texted my executive producer's oldest child and said, what is the meaning of this? Which is kind of neat because we've been on this show for 21 years, and that's kind of the thing I love the most about the People's Court is how collegial it is. It's very, everyone likes each other very much, and everyone gets along and respects each other very much. And our children met when they were little, and now they're grown-ups and still communicate and stuff. It's kind of cool.